Hey, we're back in the open world just like that. And we got an urgent topic from Maiko. In fact, I can't do anything else. Hey, Itsuki. I've got your first line of missions to help you rise to stardom. First is a dance lesson with Barry, and the other is going to be a secret. It'll be at Uzume Lesson Studio. You know, the place where you and Tsubasa had your first lesson. And then she sent me a map. Barry says you can come by any time. It's fine if you want to walk around the city or help some other people until you feel like heading to your lesson. Yeah. One more thing. I got a laptop and let it on one of the desks in the office. I think it'll come in handy for keeping contact there. Oh, and then it took my message away from me. There is a period of time between each chapter called Intermission, where nothing of significance will happen. During Intermission, you can spend your time doing requests and side stories. You can end an intermission by visiting Uzume Lesson Studio. So this is actual side quest time, basically. Side stories are the personal stories of your cast members. They progress regardless of the story being told in the current chapter. In a side story, Itsuki will support his friends in their showbiz pursuits and deepen his bonds with them. A side story will begin when a cast member whose stage presence has reached a certain level sends you an invitation on topic. You can obtain skills in side stories that will be useful in battle and your investigations, so it is highly recommended you pursue them. That's good to know. So I mean, that means that if a side story is available, I'm going to find out about it. It's not going to be missed because I didn't walk into a specific room and talk to a specific person unprompted. There's going to be some sort of message that shows up. There are currently no cast members with which you can undertake a side story. Cool. It's a good thing you chose now to tell me about them, so I can't do them right now to cement the concept of them in my head. We'll wait till later so I can forget. It is recommended that you use Tuma in combat to increase his stage rank. I've been using him in combat constantly. Do I need to grind with him more? Maybe I should take him to that one side dungeon to increase his stage rank. There's messages from my contacts. Got Kiria for the first time. She sent me a little yay emoticon. Sorry, Itsuki, mistype or something. Just forget you saw it. Hey, got your topic username from Tsubasa. If there's anything I need to contact you about, I'll do it here. Then we got messages from Tiki saying that we have the Carnage ready for Itsuki called the Deathbringer. Tsubasa can get EP Fitness, a Radiant Skill. Basically, a lot of people have the ability to get Radiant Skills and Carnages. We'll go visit that pretty soon. In fact, why not right now? Oh hey, new messages from Tsubasa. Whenever I make eye contact with Miss Maiko lately, she does this creepy laugh like It's kind of freaking me out, to be honest. It feels like she's hiding something. Do you know anything about it? Then she has a crying emoticon. There's Kiria. I'm glad Aya is back. I was involved with the mass disappearance too, so I always wondered about the people who vanished. And nothing else. Oh, there's the laptop. Laptop containing data on everyone. You may view the various trigger conditions for the artist's side stories. Oh, that's very specific. Tsubasa? It's too soon for you to begin Tsubasa's side story. You must progress further in the main story before it will become available. Tuma. You must increase Tuma's stage rank before his side story will become available. To raise your cast member's stage rank, you must participate in combat more. Kiria? You must increase Kiria's stage rank before her side story will become available. To raise your cast member's stage rank, you must participate. Yeah, that stuff. Cancel side story. Why would you cancel one? There's Aya. Itsuki, thank you for everything. For saving me, for supporting Tsubasa. From now on, I'll be supporting everyone in the office too. So let's do this together. Don't forget about your lessons, okay? It's the same place as last time, Barrett Shibuya. Look at all over. Oh, we actually do have an award now. Cool. But that's and I'm sure the one we have is probably from defeating one dungeon, right? Or maybe that was there a little earlier. Let's go ahead and wander in here. I'll probably make a party with Kiria and Tuma and go into the dungeon. There seems to be a dungeon that's just available all the time. I should raise their stage ranks to access that.
じーじー
ダメだよサーリャ。お兄ちゃんと仲良くなりたいなら見てるだけじゃなくて話しかけないとだよ。
後ろから見ているだけじゃダメなの？
ちゃんと向かい合ってお話しした方が楽しいよ。
あなたもそう思う？
Yeah, either Fire Emblem massively changed in art style since I last played one, which was on the Game Boy Advance to be fair, or these characters look nothing like Fire Emblem characters.
後ろからも悪くない。
本当？
あ、
気に入ったわあなた。キリアの次に気をかけて見守ってあげる。背後から。
よし、俺の背中はサーリャに任せたから。
お任せあれ。
もうお兄ちゃん変なとこで優しいんだから。ダメだよ、お話しするときは顔見ながらじゃなきゃ。サーリャは呪術師のミラージュなの。ちょっと変わってるけど魔法を使わせたら誰にも負けないんだから。
キリアさんのミラージュだっけ？
ええ。
俺は青井いつき。よろしく。
よろしく。
俺の顔に何か？
時々キリアがあなたの話をしてくるから少し気になっただけ。
キリアさんが？
期待しているわ。キリアを助けてあげて。あの子はたまに危なっかしいから。
俺がキリアさんに助けられることならあるだろうけど、逆はあるのかな？
頼んだから。
あ、
サーリャがあんなに話すなんて珍しいんだよお兄ちゃん。普段はすごく無口なんだから。
そうなんだ。
きっとサーリャもいつきお兄ちゃんに興味津々なんだと思う。これからも時々話しに来てあげてね。
Honestly, it just seems like she likes checking out my ass, but maybe there's a whole thing where because I played along, she opened up to me more. Either way, we have a lot of things to unlock. Oh, she's way over there. Instead of being by one of the poles. I kind of just assumed that they would hang out around those. Maybe that's because the dialogue option? So we have one new Carnage. Whoa. 5 new Radiant skills. I can't wait to do that one animation over and over again. Alright, so new Chrom. It's going to be... is it this one? It must be this one, right? No, it was Deathbringer. There we go. Oh! Nego Vice Force, Cursed Doll. 51 damage. That's no small deal. Get used to these cutscenes. Yeah, there's a sword. No. I'll manually check what I'm gonna equip with each character. 'Cause we're gonna stick with the lowest level weapons and we're gonna move up from there. Radiant Unity. Gonna have a lot of these to do now. Alright, Keita. We have Feel My Voice and Chaport. Gentle Embrace, then EP Fitness. Max EP increased by 10%. Now dance. So I wonder if the game designers actually expect you to watch the same cutscene 4 times in a row for Kiria at this moment, or are they just like, they're gonna skip it, but we're just gonna still make them click on it. So there's detects hidden traps in dungeons for a fixed amount of steps. Max EP increased by 10%. When the cast member uses skills or items to heal their EP in battle, the amount healed is increased. Nice. And endless song. Once per battle, Kiria can survive a lethal magical blow with 1 hit point remaining. That's also pretty nice. Total cost is 5, 7, 9, 10. So we have enough to get all of them too. Alright, I'll show it once, and then we'll just skip ahead to when I'm done with them.
これでいいか。それじゃ行くよ。レディアントユニティ。
僧侶キリア。やった。どうも。
Huh. We're really continuing the trend where I cannot really recognize them when the human characters when they're in their battle forms. That's Kiria? First of all, that hair is infinite. Alright, time to swap out our items. Got the EP here. We have 3 mastered equipment in a row now. There's this one that'll give me 1 more damage, and this one that'll give me 14 more damage. So if I'm going to be doing any side content, I think I'm probably about to run into the that thing that looks like it's a side dungeon, that other location on the map. I'll probably go there and try to progress through that, and that'll probably give us the stage ranks we need. But anyway, this will give me Horse Slayer. Interesting. There's a horse icon. I wonder what that does. Is it a bonus damage against everything that has a horse on it? I guess I can look at it, can I? Ooh, lowers all enemy defense for 3 rounds. Horse Slayer, effective versus horseback mirages. Lance set slash and skill boost. Alright, so we're gonna want to master that one next. We're not done with Tsubasa's weapon. Tuma still has skills to learn from this other one that has only 1 more power. This other spear, so we'll switch to that one. So he'll still have some more to learn there. Don't have access to the next powerful weapon apparently for him yet. Oh. So, Kiria plays as she's a dark mage, or a black mage, or whatever they call it. Her magic staff is actually a microphone stand. I just noticed that. That's a fun little detail there. What's going on back there? She's got a tail? What? She has a tail and no butt crack. Alright, we're back in Daitama. And I've got new messages. Let's see, this is from Tsubasa. Sorry, could you forget all that stuff I said earlier about Miss Maiko hiding something from me? I shouldn't talk about her like that. She really helped me when I had to save Aya. I owe her so much. I'm so ashamed of myself. And immediately Tuma messages. Jeez, that Illusory 106 Mirage fight really took a lot out of me. Kinda want to get some training done in the Idolosphere while we get some breathing room. Sound good? Here I go. So I'm in my crew now. I've got slightly different people along. I've brought in Kiria and Tuma this time. Tsubasa's out because the computer specifically says that those 2 characters need a higher stage rank presence to get access to their side stories. And I probably just need to level them both up once. So this is the request we had before. The Tama's around elevator. Not sure what that means, but I guess maybe just keep your eyes peeled. Right, that was the fortune-telling quest. Here's a chance for refreshments. Might as well just pick one. Because it affects it gives you a bonus to at least some people's luck. There's probably a spreadsheet out there that tells you which characters it helps specifically, because I think it affects slightly different characters slightly differently. Now curious sending messages. We need to give it our all, both in show business and as Mirage Masters. We'll go through both physical and emotional pain, and when others are dealing with that, I want you to be there for them. Sorry, I guess I got a little heavy. It probably sounds like a lot, but I don't want you to feel burdened. Well, let's go feel burdened. Whoa. Surprisingly slow pop-up that time. Go ahead and just throw a save in real quick before we enter. There we go. Let's do this. I'm curious about this place. Oh, so this just is the same place we were at the intro, isn't it? Okay. Let's try out our new character. It helps me in battle to only see through one eye for some reason.
行くわね、サーヤ。カルネージフォーム。どんどん盛り上がっていくわよ。
By the way, it was kind of funny earlier when my character, Tiki said, when someone's giving you trouble or whatever she said, they're like, you gotta look them right in the eye. And we were facing an enemy who you had no visible eyes of any kind. This guy's they're level 2? Oh no. Well. Well, this is not going to be much of an experience source, is it? Or maybe it will. They're certainly going to be comically easy. Well, new skills popped up. What about stage presence, though? Do we have a meter for that even? Or does it just happen? Alright, new skill. Defense for 3 rounds. Nice. Just new skills across the board, huh? Oof-oo. What's it say? Light attack. Oh, it's just a bunch of the current attacks. She has ice and poison skills, it looks like. She didn't even get a turn, so I didn't even get to see what her skills were in combat. Oh, skewer, bonus to skewer, that's nice. Alright, well, if they're gonna be that weak, I think what I'll do is I'll run around for like 10 minutes. Well, this will happen off camera, because this is just the place we were already at. But we'll see if I can gain a little... Actually, now that I know this is the intro area, the other location is probably still available too. Here I am talking about doing, like, oh, well, this is gonna take forever, let's do it off screen. But actually, I can probably just head right over. Let's see. Go to Shibuya. 106. I bet that dungeon's still available. I didn't recognize this spot because they completely changed the location's appearance. It was set up for like an idol competition, and now it's just like a market or something. So I thought it was a new location. That was maybe for optional. Yeah, okay, so every time you unlock a dungeon, it just sticks around. Okay. So it would appear that I probably didn't spend enough time fighting while we were there. But now I can just walk back in, warp to the top floor, maybe even do some exploring if I can remember a spot that I don't think I visited the first time. Also got some message. Ow. It'd be great if you could access your messages while you were on loading screens. That's like the best time ever. It's like, oh yeah, I got messages from Tuma or Tiki or whoever. Let's read them while the game loads. But they go away. You were amazing at Illusory 106, big brother. And then emoticon. Alright, well that was useless. I was about to say that was useless just like Tiki, but Tiki actually has relatively powerful, well, she's how you unlock everything. In a weird sort of way, she's the bonfire character. She's the firekeeper of this game. Did I unlock a new pose? Change. By selecting change during a battle, you can swap a cast member currently fighting along Itsuki with a cast member who is in the subcast. Making use of this when you can't attack an enemy's weakness or when a cast member's health is dangerously low, in order to strategically fight your battles. That's a good point. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. So change. Okay. That's cool, so I don't have to run back to the garden. I can actually switch characters mid-combat. That also works as an explanation for why characters that aren't in the fight will randomly show up during the story, because the role actually here, I just only have a party of 3 people fighting at once. But you can swap them out just like you would in like Final Fantasy X or whatnot. Which I'm sure a lot of games. There are some games where you have to leave people at town though. Admittedly, that actually might be more of a Western RPG thing than anything though. The idea of leaving people on the ship, for example. So we should be very powerful against a lot of these characters at this point. So I now can lower all enemy defense and raise all party defense if I have a turn where I can't target people directly. Which admittedly might be a little pointless because you could also just swap to a different character that can target weaknesses rather than spend time relegating to yourself the buffs. So it'll be a case-by-case decision. They definitely go down quickly. Let's see. So I have Flux, a magic/body light attack, and a skill that uses sleep on everyone, but it's expensive. Well, it's 16 EP, which is a lot in the context of everyone else I've had so far, but she also has a massive 250 EP pool, so I guess that's relatively normal for her. She has a low health pool, high EP pool. That's probably why healing items for EP have more of an effect on her, specifically because of the fact that she needs that more. So this is magic. Flux works on, it's a skull thing. Someone was telling me that the skull icon is poison and that I was making a mistake of not using poison on people who are vulnerable to poison. But this seems to very clearly indicate that magic is the skull, so I need to be careful which comments I listen to, I guess. Unfortunately, while it is a weak spot... Oh, wow, and it's so strong that it kills them anyway. No one has any session skills for magic. That'll be something I'll have to worry about. As more characters come out that specialize in more different elements, I'll have to swap out my session skills, I think. Assuming I can. Oh, that's a good question. Can you swap out session skills, or do you lose them permanently if you unlearn them, like in Pokemon or something? Anyway, this has been a nice little introduction to the new character, but I think I am going to do some off-screen grinding for the next stage rank, because we are totally just going to be fighting things you guys already saw. Tsubasa and Toma just leveled up. Level 14. Level 14. Good bonuses, but no stage presence. There we go, Tuma rank 3. And he gained... Oh, new side story. Oh. I don't think I mentioned a Performa. So side stories are unlocked separately. There we go. That only took a few fights. I'm poisoned now, though, but I can leave. Alright, we've got new messages from Toma. New side stories now available, it says inside the message. That's a normal thing for a phone to say. Hey, Itsuki. They're gonna hold auditions for a new character in Raiga. So for preparation, I need you to get hyped up. So want to watch the show with me? I'll be at Central City Street in Shibuya. And then there's a map. Okay. That didn't take too long to get. Oh, my poison status is still on me outside in the overworld. That's a bit of a surprise. I wonder if I can go in here and use the skill to heal it. Let's see here. Post Mundi. There we go. I can use her healing skills not only outside of combat, but when we're in the overworld and she's not in the active cast. That's a handy thing. That's probably not a terrible strategy to save on energy. Is to have your main cast that's currently fighting running around, and then between combat switch to your other character to heal them to maintain. That's kind of a nice touch. Well, we just found her right here, so might as well talk to her too. I'm so glad my sister's okay. Now that I don't have to worry about her, I can relax and enjoy shopping again. Yeah, I know some people say they have the reflex with JRPGs to run around town and talk to everyone and get every little detail, but I feel like lately when I play some of the games in the genre, it seems like the overworld dialogue is just kind of, I don't know, it's just people repeating the basic things you already know. Or having nothing to say at all. I'm so glad my sister's back. Yes, yeah, that I understand what the story's about. He said Central City Street. Shibuya has so many screens, it actually probably makes the most sense to travel that way than try to figure out which one he's supposed to be in. There he is. Hello. There you are. Let's go watch the Rega show. I've been wanting you to see it too. Accept the training action. Thrust to the future. Recommend level 7. I'm like twice that level. I wonder why my stage presence is leveling so much slower than the recommended level, or if the recommended level is just weirdly low for this one. All right, let's do it. Sure. That's the spirit. All right, let's head there right away. It's gonna be at the Tobu department store in Ikebukuro. All right, brand new place on the map. And like all good friends, he immediately vanishes. Oh, side story has its own tab. So to describe the weird phone on my tablet, there's a main story tab, a side story tab, and then a contacts tab, and then a map tab. So there's a weird number of individual details here. So basically, there's a separate conversation. There's an ongoing conversation that is the chapter's conversation. There's an individual conversation for each side story, but also there's an individual conversation with each individual character for what is mostly fluff dialogue, to be honest. It's called Thrust to the Future. I'm at Tobu department store in Ikebukuro. You better come. Okay, that was him repeating the thing he just said. Yeah, the phone is kind of a time waster most of the time, but it's also mandatory for certain parts of the actual progression, so you kind of have to keep checking it anyway. Alright, brand new location. Tobu Rooftop. Where is he at? Not by the stage. Oh, is this the show that we're doing auditions for? It must be a children's show? Not a lot of children here. I guess it is auditions, so they wouldn't all be children. They might be people trying to audition, but it looks like it's probably a children's show unless they're just co-opting, this might be them the equivalent of them going to a Chuck E. Cheese's and using the stage just because it's a stage, but maybe the real gig is something else. Who knows?
Oh, Itsuki! そろそろショーの時間だぜ。早くライガに会いに行こう。今更だけど、ライガって何？なんだけ話したのに覚えてねえのかよ。ヒーローだよ、ヒーロー。俺が愛してやまない特撮ヒーロー。ああ。今度ライガのオーディションがあるんだ。ショーじゃなくてテレビの方の。だからこれ見て気分を上げておきたいんだ。気合入ってるな。当たり前だろ。俺がこの世界に入ったのはヒーローになるためだからな。
Right, my bad. I forgot we are going to a normal show and the auditions for later. So it does seem to be a weird children's colorful background thing. Unless that's just the aesthetic of the show in general. I mean, the game's kind of like that.
稲妻の力まとい正義の牙が悪のバルハラ製薬の野望を打ち砕く。その名もあ、始まるみたいだ。お
I feel like Tuma would be a wrestling fan.
稲妻の力まといし正義の牙が悪のバルハラ製薬の野望を打ち砕く。その名もマスカレーダーライガー。ライトニングシステムコンディショングリーンブーストアップ食らえライガーラッシュ。うわーみんなの応援のおかげでゲノム怪人を倒せたぞ。ありがとう。 やっぱりライガはかっこいいな。そう思うだろいつき。
Okay, yeah, I was right. It actually is a children's show. It's Tuma that's the one surprising me a little bit. So it's like a Power Rangers type thing. What is the original? The original is called Super Senpai, I think. Senpai? That can't be it, can it? I'm gonna stop guessing now. I'm gonna stop guessing.
なんかこういうのよくわからない。
そういえばお前と見に来るのは初めてだもんな。ま、3回目くらいからじわじわ来るさ。今にお前もこうマスカレードライガーでな。
邪魔なんですけど。ばっかじゃないの、いい年こいてさ。
なあで、お前誰だ。
別に誰でもいいだろ。こんな作り物にマジになってバカじゃないの。
じゃあなんでお前はショー見に来たんだよ。お前だって好きなんじゃねえのかよ。
全然。こんなのただの暇つぶし。だいたいさ、うざいんだよね。友情とか正義とか勝利とかさ、そんなの全部話の中だけの作り物だって。ヒーローだってさ、いるわけないじゃん。あんたもいい加減大人になれば。
なあ、お前どうしてそんなやさぐれちゃってんの。よかったらお兄さんに話して。
別にいいだろ。あんたたちには関係ないし。それじゃ
あのさ、だったら今度テレビ見てくれよ。俺新ヒーローとして登場するからよ。
どうでもいい。
I feel like we're gonna find out that kid's father was a cop who died in light of duty, and that's why he's all gloomy about heroes and stuff. Funnily enough, he's talking to Tuma, who is actually somebody who transforms into a ridiculous costume and fights monsters.
大丈夫なのか。まだオーディション受かったわけじゃないだろう。どうしてあんな嘘。
あいつの寂しそうな顔見てたらなんだか放っておけなくてさ。子供たちを笑顔にする、それがヒーローってやつだろ。とはいええらいことを口走ってしまった。
だったらオーディションなんとしても受からないとだな。
ああ、何が何でも押しておるぜ。そこで一つ頼みがあるんだ。修行に付き合ってくれないか。まだまだアクションのキレに不安があるんだ。オーディションまでに仕上げておきたい。
しょうがない。トーマを嘘つきにはできないし。
恩に着るぜ、いつき。それじゃあ修行のプラン考えておくぜ。
He's gone again. He likes to disappear, doesn't he?